Guys, what's up? It's Erin here, and today's gonna be a little bit of a, like, not only a makeup look, but also like a chit-chat kind of a thing, because I kind of need advice on this. And before you guys ask, this is my skin without makeup on it, so it's a little red, nothing too crazy, but we don't have any blemishes anymore, so that's kind of nice. That spot right there is just, it's a dark spot. I can't really help that. But we are doing okay otherwise, and my blonde is coming in. You can see it a little bit better. So for those who are like, you ain't blonde, well, yeah, I'm blonde. So anyway, we're gonna go in with a little bit of primer. This is the AOA Studio Wonder Skin Poreless Primer. I did get these off of Shop Miss A. So we'll definitely try them out. Well, I've already tried it out, but you know what I'm saying to you. Get out about a dime size. But anyway, so off to what I have to ask. I was approached the other day on my Facebook about joining. If I'm looking down, I'm looking at my little mirror stand here. So I was approached on my Facebook the other day by a woman who does, she works for a company called Younique, where it's Y-O-U-N-I-Q-U-E, for those who are wondering. It's called that, and, get that stickiness in there. Anyway, so I've been looking into it and watching videos on YouTube, and I'm just like, okay, so basically there's a whole lot of videos that are like very almost complaining about it, and I'm just like, okay. It doesn't really give me much of what the company is. All I know is based on how it's formulated, it is an MLM, which I've been a part of before, and it sucked, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go ahead and use some AOA Studio Wonder Cover Concealer in porcelain, so shake it up a little bit. But anyway, yeah, I was just kind of like, what's the deal, you know? Like, what is this? Like, I don't know. So I thought I'd come on here and ask you guys kind of what your thoughts are on it. And like, should I even invest? Like, things like that. Grabbing that sponge and making our concealer look like foundation. But yeah, I was like, this is the first time I've ever heard of this company, and apparently, you know, it's supposed to be the exact same sort of idea of what I already do here, which is review product and do tutorials. Which unfortunately, you know, I can only do so much because a girl be broke on occasion. But yeah, it's just kind of like, I need to know some advice on that. Like, is it good? Is it bad? I'll zoom in for you a little bit so you can see that. You know, so like, yeah, is it good, bad, sideways? Like, if you guys know about it, please educate me, because I'm like, I don't know. It's one of those things that I really want to make sure I know about. This is the AOA Studio Perfect Eyeshadow Primer in the shade Glow. And it does glow a little bit, so just add some of that on here. Like, I don't know how to think about it. Like, I don't want to, like, obviously make a mistake or anything like that. Because, you know, it is a livelihood after all, so I don't know. Ignore my phone, it's cool. Yeah, I have no idea who that is. So anyway, if you guys know a little bit, and I'm gonna zoom you back out just a smidge, please feel free to tell me, because I have no clue. Just in case you're wondering, this is the AOA Studio Sculpting Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe for my brows. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't want to make a mistake by doing that when, you know, maybe I should have done something different, so. Because I got told, like, oh, you're just doing the same thing you're doing now, except you're using their products. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I know I don't get a whole lot of views, but I don't know that I want to go that far with it. So yeah, if you guys have any advice on that, please feel free. I'm now going to go in with the AOA Studio Go Brow in the shade Taupe. It's a brow mascara. Make sure that when you pull this out, you scrape off as much product as possible, because there's a lot of product on that little brush. So just a little graze is really all you need. Like, you really don't need any pressure on this at all. And then go back in with your spoolie on the waxy pencil here. So those are nice and set now. Also, we'll be going into a little bit of a makeup tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and, because the ones that I want to use right now are the Dreamcatcher palette from NYX, the Amuse Cosmetics Luster Metals, and maybe dive into a little bit of e.l.f.'s Saturday Sunsets, which looks like that. You guys have seen me review it before, but we might go there. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the NYX Dreamcatcher palette first. And I'm going to grab one of my favorite brushes, my first ever ColourPop brush. And yeah, from this point on it's going to be a little bit of a tutorial, not much though. And just we're going to work on the eyes really quick. So I want to use this gold right here as a transition shade. So I'm just going to dab my brush in it a little bit. Knock off the excess. And like I said, just go in. You can go in pretty lightly actually. And just do it that way. I am trying to get faster with doing these kinds of things, because I know that's kind of what everybody wants to see. It's me doing it faster. So I am trying to do it a little faster than I used to. Now I'm going to use that same brush and I'm going to go into a little bit of this shade right here. And again, same brush, knock off your excess and start on that outer corner and get that crease working. Okay. And then I will go ahead and move into the Amuse Cosmetics Luster Metals. And I'm going to go ahead and use that same brush, but I'm going to go into this shade of brown right here very carefully and knock off whatever excess you have. And also go into the crease here. Alright. Go ahead and go on the other eye in the same fashion. Alright. And yes, there might be a little bit of fallout, but that's fine. I also am going to take this brush and put it aside. I'm going to grab another fluff brush from ColourPop. And I want to plant a little bit of this lighter shade right here onto the lid itself. And if you need to use your finger to really add up and add to the look, you go right ahead. Okay, a little bit more here. So, who watches MacGyver? Like, I do. I'm talking about the newer version, not the original version. I don't know, but I love that version. Of course, I love the actor that plays MacGyver. I've liked him for a really long time. He's a really great actor. So, now that we have a little bit of a smoky eye going on, I'm going to add this shade to it, same brush. And just sort of work that in actually onto the brow bone. Just lightly add on to it. Nothing too crazy or insane. I'm going to go back into this brush here and add a little more of that brown to the crease, because sometimes it goes away. When you're blending like this. Okay. We got that. Alright. So those two brushes are down. Now there is a blue in here. So I think I might just plant a little bit of blue. I'll use my index finger and just pick up a little bit of that blue. And just plop it in the center. Grab a bunch of it and plop it in the center for this eye, apparently. Does not want to work with me today. But it's gonna have to. Alright, so there's that. So I'll go ahead and close this out. Now there is a little bit of a highlighter in this Saturday Sunsets palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab, this is an e.l.f. crease brush, I believe. Blending brush, crease brush. I'm going to go ahead and use this long area that is a highlighter. So we're just going to gather some product and highlight really up in the brow bone. Nothing too crazy. And there's actually a pink shade in here. It's right here. I'm going to use that same brush and gather some of that product. And I like to add it a little bit everywhere. So we've got a nice look going on here. Alright, so we're good. We're done with the eyeshadows. Now I'm going to go ahead and use some eyeliner. This is from JK, I think. It's the eyeliner. It's supposed to be waterproof, but from you to me, it's not waterproof. I mean, it comes off like crazy easy, so here. I'll use a smaller mirror. Alright. So we're going to pop some eyeliner on here. Ooh, it might have gone a little too much right there. Make yourself a good wing. I'm not going for a thick one today, so I'm going to dump in here, or dunk in a little bit. And attempt to make this work. Okay, so there is the wing. You guys are kind of far away, I know, but that's because my camera it doesn't focus if I get much closer, so there you go. So you get to see that. I'm going to let it dry a little bit before I put the mascara on. So I'm going to go ahead and go into a little bit of the e.l.f. contouring palette. I'm going to grab a fluff brush, a good fluff, so a big old fluff brush from ColourPop. Oh, we need to blend that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in this shade right here. Dump in pretty good here, get that color going. Most people do it a different way, but this is how I like to do it, so. Oh. Okay. There we go, we are blended. Alright, and then I'll go ahead and do a little blush. So I will grab a blush brush here. Well, it's not a blush brush, but it does the trick. So, fan it out a little bit. Go into the e.l.f. blush palette. That is not the blush palette. Little contour wants to say hi. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this bright one right here with a ColourPop brush. Gather some. Tap off any excess. A little bit of excess, but nothing too nuts. Okay. And we do not have highlighter available. Oh, yeah, we do. Alright, so there's that. And then for highlighter, I'm going to go into a ColourPop highlighter. It's called Forget Me Not. It is a Super Shock Cheek. And so I'm going to take my middle finger. It's really nice and pretty. I'm going to go in really lightly. And I'm just going to massage this onto the face. Okay. Now we can go into a little bit. I'm going to blend that out with the blush brush a little bit. Just blend it. Make sure it's nice and good. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and curl the lashes with a lash curler. Bring that up a little bit. Okay. So now I'm going to take a Maybelline Great Lash in Black is Black. And go ahead and grab onto that. Alright. Takes a minute sometimes, but you can always get it to work. Apparently my mascara wants to give me beauty marks. Okay. So there's that. They're nice and leveled. Sort of. See what I did there? That way I just have to let it dry and then I can flake it off. Okay, so we're going to go into lips. So I'm going to go ahead and use a ColourPop liquid lipstick. It is in the shade Molly. So I will go ahead and apply that right now. Move you a little outward so you can see it. Okay. Gotta look real close up here. Okay, so this is actually the way I want to have it look. So yes, my hair's down, it's not done, but this is how I like the look. Alright guys, so if you liked this look and how we went about it, please go ahead and subscribe down below, and when you do subscribe, hit the little bell that pops up next to it is a notification bell. If you click on it, it'll notify you every time I post a new video, so good stuff there. Also, you know, yeah, just leave me, you know, what you know about Unique. That would be really helpful. In the description box, I will leave all of my social medias, and that is it. Alright guys, I love you so much, and see you next time. Bye.